All right, let's jump right in. Welcome, young learners, parents, and educators. Today, we're diving into this explainer to unlock the absolute superpowers of being a safe, responsible, and effective digital citizen. Look, whether you're stepping into a classroom for the very first time, or you're a seasoned elementary school pro gearing up for a new year, technology is going to play a massive role in how you learn, create, and explore. But you know what they say? With great tech comes great responsibility. So how do we make sure we're using our school devices the right way? Well, let's figure it out together.
Our master plan comes directly from this, the official Elementary Student Tech Zone Guidelines. This single page contains literally everything we need to know to set up a fantastic tech-powered school year. It's wonderfully structured into these clear pillars of digital citizenship, covering the whole shebang, from where our devices live to exactly how we treat each other online.
To make this super easy to digest, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover keeping tech at school, caring for your Chromebook, making safe online choices, being kind and respectful, and finally, what to do when things go wrong.
All right, let's start right at the beginning with Section 1, Tech Stays at School, specifically focusing on the classroom cart. The guidelines make this first rule incredibly clear. For grades K through 4, your Chromebook is a special school tool, and that means it stays safely tucked away at school in what we call a classroom cart. Unlike high schoolers who might, lug their laptops back and forth on the bus every day, your Chromebook has a dedicated home right inside your classroom. It doesn't go home in your backpack, it definitely doesn't go to the cafeteria, and nope, it doesn't go out to recess either.
Now you might be wondering why. Well, the reasoning here is actually pretty brilliant. The guidelines outline 3 fantastic reasons. First up, it helps you focus purely on learning while you're in the building. Second, it completely prevents devices from being accidentally forgotten at home on the kitchen counter, and hey, we've all been there. And third, it lets teachers use them exactly when the lesson calls for it. The devices are always charged, always present, and always ready to act as a learning tool exactly when you need them.
Let's move right along to Section 2. Here we'll see how this builds into our next mission, caring for your Chromebook, focusing strictly on physical safety.
Now these devices are tough, for sure, but they definitely aren't invincible. You can keep your Chromebook healthy and ready to go just by following 4 really simple steps laid out in our Tech Zone rules. Step 1. Always carry it with 2 hands. Hold it like it's a highly valuable treasure, because it is. Step 2. Keep food and drinks far away. Honestly, water spills and snack crumbs are a keyboard's absolute worst enemy. Step 3. Close the lid gently. No slamming. Treat that screen with care. And Step 4. When you're all finished with your work, carefully return the Chromebook to its cart home so it can rest and recharge for the very next day.
Okay, jumping into Section 3, we've talked about protecting the outside of the computer, but what about when we actually open it up and log on? Well, navigating the internet requires some smart superhero boundaries to keep you safe.
So the crucial point is this. The internet is a massive place, and definitely not all of it is built for elementary school students. The guidelines give us 3 ironclad rules for making safe online choices. First, always stick to teacher-approved websites. Think of these as the safe, fenced-in playgrounds of the internet. Second, never share your personal information. Your name, your address, your passwords, that's your secret identity, and it needs to stay completely private. Finally, and this is absolutely critical, loudly and immediately tell an adult if anything online ever feels confusing, scary, or unsafe. You are never, ever in trouble for asking for help if something weird pops up on your screen.
Moving on to Section 4, being kind and respectful. Because being a true digital citizen means being a fantastic classmate in the digital world too. Technology connects us, which means our manners need to translate straight to the screen. It's simple, really. The rules of the playground apply directly to the keyboard. The guidelines state we absolutely must always use kind words, whether we're typing a comment or talking in an educational game. We must respect our classmates' work. We don't delete, change, or mess with projects that belong to someone else. And we got to remember that school technology is for learning. It's an incredibly powerful tool to explore math, reading, science, and art, but it's not just a toy for unstructured playtime. We show respect by using the tech for its intended educational purpose. And finally, Section 5, when things go wrong. We really need to know what happens if the unexpected occurs. Like, say you're following all the rules, but suddenly your Chromebook freezes, the screen goes dark, or a key just gets stuck.
There's a very specific student reminder for these exact moments. Here's the wrong way to handle it. Do not try to fix the Chromebook yourself.
Please, do not try to be an undercover IT mechanic, prying at keys or mashing a dozen buttons at once. Instead, here's the right way. Simply raise your hand and let your teacher know. Yep, that's literally it. Just raise your hand so a teacher or an adult can swoop in and safely save the day. They have the special tools and the knowledge to get your device back up and running without accidentally causing any more damage. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to highlight this one crucial quote from the guidelines. School technology is for learning. Every single rule we just went over, leaving it in the cart, carrying it with two hands, staying on approved websites, and treating others with respect, it all points back to this one central idea. This technology, it's a gateway. It's here to help your brain grow, to help you discover totally new ideas, and to make your time in the classroom incredibly dynamic.
So, young learners, look at your parents or look at your teachers, think about the guidelines we just unpacked, and ask yourself this: are you ready to take these rules, apply them every single day, and become the absolute best, most responsible digital citizens this school year? Just think about the amazing things you'll create once you master these superhero habits. Thanks for hanging out with me to explore this today, and have an amazing tech-powered time learning.